What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of the walkthrough. So in between episodes, I killed my dragon. I assume you killed yours. And I told you guys to equip the golden pickle outfit. I don't recall telling you to use it, so I hope you guys put those pieces together. Regardless, you'll still get close to 70,000 runes. You'll miss out on like 25,000, 30,000. Not a big deal at that point. Because like after doing this right now, look, it's 8,200 runes a level. So if you missed out on 30,000, you might be like, 2 levels shy of what we're at, 3. That being said, let's go and check this out. So, I went ahead and got my dex and intelligence to 2020, like I said, and I was able to get my vigor up to 26, which isn't the best, but we're only going to 40, so we only need 14 more points. And we'll go to 50 late game, but what I typically like to do, guys, at the start, I like to get my health to 40, my endurance to 25, and my mind to 20, and that's going to buy us to at least the mid game. And then we start working our damage stats and start getting those kind of high, and then around mid game I'll take a lot out of my damage. I'll bump my damage like from 45 and 40 down to 30, so I can still reach most requirements, and then just get my health to 50, my mind to 30, or my mind to 25, and endurance to 30. Then I'm done with them for the rest of the game, and I can just stay in my damage stats. So that's typically how I do it. That way I can still reach requirements, and then later on get more health when we need it. But 40 health is enough to beat the game. It's not enough for the DLC. So keep that in mind. Towards the end game, you're going to want to put more points there. And now we got that. Let's jump down to Southern Aeonia Swamp Bank. I want to go ahead and show you guys this boss. Like, trust and believe we're not ready for him yet. But if you are doing a dex build or dex intelligence, this is a phenomenal weapon with frostbite on it. So I want to show it off. And there's ways to cheese him and get creative with it. I don't show cheesy tactics. I don't, really believe in that kind of stuff. Definitely don't want to teach other people that stuff. But I'll show you how we'll end up beating them, though. But we're going to need more health, and we're going to need more weapon upgrades. So if we were to go to Ashes of War, put on our maces, or whatever your strongest weapon is, Sacred Blade. These are called Death Birds. Very formidable foes. The early ones we'll face don't have magic. But he's got magic, he's got frostbite. He's got a lot of shit going on, and we don't have much health. But if you were to use Sacred Blade on this guy and get your dodge timings right, I mean, hell, if I'm able to take him out right now, you better believe I'm doing it. But I know I can. It's just too much. Big AoE. Oh, this fucking shield has parry on it? That's gay. Yeah, see, you're already dead. But with Sacred Blade, he's really weak to it. So it's just a nice choice. So we're not ready. I'd say if we were coming over 35 health and a plus 10 weapon, we could do it. It'd still be challenging. But I did not realize this dumbass shield had parry on it, and that's got barricade shield. We don't even have a shield for no skill yet. That is ridiculous. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get my runes back. But yeah, if you want to try to get the weapon, you could actually use Sacred Blade, at least plus 10 weapon, and just keep hitting that Ash of War on them, or buff your weapon with Sacred Blade, and then take them down. And you're gonna get that weapon and 15,000 runes. You're gonna get so much damage off that Ash of War. It's gonna help out. Now the way to cheese him, I actually accidentally found this when I was just trying to run away from him one time. So I'll show this to people that want the weapon but just aren't really, ready to fight him. I shouldn't show it, but I will, because at the end of the day, just because I don't like doing it doesn't mean it won't help somebody. So when he spawns in over here, if he's gonna run this way, and he'll fire some shit at you, and you're just trying to set him up, and then run over here when he starts coming at you, and you sit down here, kind of like that, and you're gonna have to keep healing through it anytime he's attacking you. He'll eventually fall off. Now I found that because I was kind of ducking. I was waiting for his frostbite attacks to stop. I was trying to hide from him, and then when I got up and jumped on my horse and rode off, I just got a bunch of runes out there. I'm like, what the fuck? So he ended up falling off. So you can do that. Wouldn't suggest it, but let's do things the right way. Looks like someone's on our ass. There's a troll up there, so let's go ahead and rest the aggro. Alright, so now the best thing to do is to go to gate front. So we're going to go on over here, and we are about to go working our way into the internet. Excuse me for one quick second, guys. I gotta go let my dogs in real quick, real quick. Okay, guys, I apologize. Alright, so we're going to be starting to work our way into the area, but there's a couple things we want to do along the way. So just going from gate front, we're going straight up the main road here. Ignore these guys, ignore the troll. They're of no consequence to us right now. You know, I really want a shield. I'm going to see if we can get one of these guys to drop. You never will, like one of those traveling for the walkthrough. You know what I mean? And going through. Anytime we have a chance to fight these guys, why not? You having that extra health here is nice, isn't it? Drop your fucking shield. It's always like something I have to farm to do in my own time. Anytime I try to get something, it works out. You like them guard counters, huh? They're nice. So if you don't want to use the Ash4 to parry, and you like how like other games do it, we just hit L1 at the last second. You can kind of do that with this game. Like when an enemy's about to hit you, just throw L1 at the last second, and get that guard counter and follow. So it can work like that. But it's not going to open them up for a critical, although it may if you stagger them with that guard counter. So we're going to go up here. You just had to do good help yourself. Alright, you guys are being quite rude. Kind of like that. It's it last second. You get the timing right. Wolves are really hard to time. Like that. It's just really hard. I'm also not used to this shield either. If you guys want to fuck with us, kind of have it coming, brother. Alright, so we can go on up here, grab a stone sword key. Stated before, we need those to get into locked-in areas. We'll talk to Brother Rico.
Everyone who can only to have their own. Did you know it's quite a lot? You're all heading to entice. Well, that.
You want to exhaust her dialogue until she gives you a jellyfish summon.
Can you take?
And there you go.
The poor thing deserves, and it'll be glad.
Okay. So we got that. She's good. And after we go into the Urnia, she's going to actually go to the Round Table Hold and leave behind a golden seed, which we'll grab later. So from here, straight northeast, we're going to go over to where we see this troll, right? And when we get here, we'll take him out, but right past him is a tier for your flask that's going to increase your strength by 10 temporarily. But, you know, he's just 1,000 runes, so why not? These guys are really easy. So they're just like the golems, a couple charge attacks. But their critical spot is going to be on their head and not their chest. Just remember, guys, whatever is glowing, that's where you're going to get your critical. Dude, you should have went down. Drop. If you're trying to get charge attacks to break an enemy stagger, keep in mind that if you space those attacks out, you're going to have to build up that posture meter again, you know, giving it time to start going back down and you won't break their stagger. So, Stormhill Shack again. Now let's run on over here this time. We're going to stick to the right side of the building. Now this is actually going to lead us to an NPC that sells Ashes of War, and there's one I really want to pick up. That's how you do it. I will say that the wolves, man, they're hard to time their attacks because they come up so abruptly. You don't have to take these guys out, but these are the beefiest guys up here in Limgrave. You're going to notice their weapons are already doing okay. Now this weapon does have flip off. know. But still. You are not gonna kill me, asshole. Maybe you are. I don't know. I just hope not. Okay, bro. You get it. Sorry. Alright, new armor. Yeah, another thing I want to mention, we're not going to get armor for quite some time, like armor that you actually find in the world, guaranteed drops, really nice armor. You're going to be dependent, this probably looks weird with the helmet, this is trippy. Yeah, so you're going to be dependent on enemies dropping them. You know, chance drops, you can get a piece here, you can get a piece there. You can get his armor if you want to kill him. You do need his weapon to get a platinum, but you're going to miss my favorite armor set in the entire game if you kill him early.
Not see names, but let me ask you, are you here? Does your fate despite?
Yes.
Yes. Takes me back. Any interest? All I know. Now's the time
my faith
to pass
holds
him
firm. Alright, learn skills. But
well,
no skill, so I don't have to worry about the parry. Usually I'm really parry-centric, and there are some enemies I'm going to want to parry. I was going to add this start class. But I've been really getting into the guard counter playstyle as the DLC just better. Just constantly guard, have a lot of endurance, have a lot of guard boost, a lot of protection against these enemies' crazy movesets in the DLC. Like, you know, we're going through right now, that's kind of what we got going on. So, from here, talk to Bernal. You guys, he's got a bunch of Ashes of War over there, guys, so feel free to go on through them. You don't have to do this, I'm just really wanting you guys to do it. Get iframes when you do critical attacks or backstabs. If enemy tries to hit you, they can't. God, he does not want to drop that shield. I bet you if I try to farm it off camera, I get it first try. Which one to bet? Alright, so from here, if you look closely at the map, like this road winding around, that's going to bring you to Stormvale Castle, the first legacy dungeon in the game, which we're a good 8-9 hours from. Note-wise, I think we get there episode 10 or episode 3, so good, 7.5 hours. But if we take this road, there's going to be a bridge that ends, but you can kind of go over here in the grass and sneak into the area. So that's what we want to do right now. It's actually really wild after I just spent 62 hours doing this walkthrough. Now having to redo it because, like I said, I try to back up the save, teach people how to do that so we can get all the secret endings in one playthrough. And I should have just told everybody instead of actively doing it to show them. I deleted my last video and then the final boss wasn't on there and the save was backed up from that point, so there's nothing I could have done. It just really sucked. So now I have to redo this whole walkthrough. But even so, I'm still enjoying it, still having a good time. Thank God. You know, I just did 62 hours, and at the time I'm recording this, you know, with working, 8 to 10, 11 hours a day sometimes. Just like in the morning before work, I'm doing a couple episodes for this. After work, I'm doing a couple episodes for the walkthrough of Shadow Anniversary on the build we just went with. You know what I mean? So I could wait and just do it with this build, but I mean, we just went through the walkthrough to get to it. People are playing that actively right now, so we're going to help them out too. The Scarab gets you a parry. It's like a wind parry. Barely uses any mana. I think it's like 2 FP costs, and it could actually parry like bolts and arrows being shot at you. So early on in the first zone, it is quite useful. Yeah, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm honestly pretty excited to go through the game again. I mean, I've beat this game like 15 times. It's still a lot of fun. Doing different builds helps out too, to be honest. Trying new stuff. Having no weapon in mind. Like, I have some early game weapons in mind just to help get through, but I have no idea what this build's going to turn into. It could be 2 curved intelligent swords, magic and frostbite. It could be a great sword. It could be a spear. We don't know. There's a lot of really cool intelligence weapons stuff in the game. So, this is Nearnia. First thing we want to do here is going into this church. We'll talk to Thops. Thops is going to sell you spells that are garbage. You want them, get them, but to be honest, you've already started with most of them. The ones you have, I wouldn't say are garbage. They're nice, but the one you don't have isn't too impressive. Donate 10
Blood
runes. 10 runes. Like,
is
come on.
presumably
Each enemy's worth 60. It's not a, you know. Alright, Glintstone Pebble. And Glintstone Arc, Astrologer started with. Prisoner. We started with Glintstone Pebble. If you want more of an AoE, for now, we can grab Glintstone Arc, and this is just a light. So you don't need to use a torch. But we're about to buy a lantern that we can just flip on our belt and keep both hands free, so we're not worried about it. Now, when you leave here, you're going to go up in this graveyard and grab your first scroll. You turn in scrolls to NPCs that sell spells, and it'll let them sell you even more spells. Now, we still have holy on this weapon, so this will help here. Now, see, we have to hit him again while they're on the ground. If I were to use the Ash of War, kills him outright. He's not getting back up. You know what I mean? So that's why I said this is more of a tool than just for faith builds. You know what I mean? Alright. Here. Going down this way. And you can go up there and kill some. I guess we could do it so we don't have to do it later. There's really nothing up here. It's not even worth your time. But there is one extremely formidable enemy up here early on. So there's going to be two dead guys, like the mages firing skulls at you. But then there's going to be like a guy with a big-ass halberd. And his health is insane. So I would just try to take these guys out as fast as you can. Like I said, you don't have to do it. You don't really get anything good from it. He's already on our ass. So this guy is no joke. Yeah, I know I made him look easy, but to be honest, that was probably a bit of luck. Because, yeah, he's killed me countless times before. But having that holy damage with backstabs and all that shit, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it didn't help. You know what I mean? Because it did. Alright, and we will be getting into Thop's quest much later. But his quest isn't going to even happen until the very end of the Earnia, which will be our second region. So now that, after this episode, we'll have our good start, guys. Like, we'll be doing it pretty linear, you know. We'll do all Limgrave besides the main castle. Then we'll, you know, do all Legion Peninsula, then jump back to Limgrave and take out the Legacy Dungeon, you know, the Earnia, and Caelid. So we'll do it pretty linearly. There's still a few spots with the Delta because Upper Caelid is so much higher level than Lower Caelid. But for the most part, it's how it's going to go. Okay, I'm not done yet. I don't even care about you guys. But I don't want you to attack me while we go for a crafting book. So, over here, you're going to get another cookbook. Oh, I forgot about you. That blood loss is nice. So, Glintstone cookbook. Cuckoo Glintstone, it's just a consumable you can throw out, like melee builds, you throw it out to be able to have a consumable that allows you to do magic damage. Is it just me, or is this weapon? Fuck yeah. This weapon seems like easy mode. So this is a really great shield, guys. I'm not using my staff. So guard boost at 56, the more you upgrade it, the more guard boost. So guard boost is how much it takes someone to break your stagger, right? So there's no skill on it. So it's just a really nice, solid medium shield. Probably one of the best medium shields in the game. Besides the one we'll eventually be going for, which is like an intelligence medium shield. Excellent guard boost as well, but we won't get that until the Legacy Dungeon here on the Earnia. Actually really looking forward to it though. It's an awesome shield. Alright, I'm gonna take this spell. Like I said, guys, I like intelligence builds. I do. I don't really care. I mean, I'll play around with some spells. It's just not typically, you know, what I do. But for now, there's no good ones. Because there are some spells that shoot out, like, a sword out of your staff, so it's still kind of like melee. I might fuck around with those. We're going to go here, talk to him by our lantern. So it's 1,800 ruins. Trust and believe we need that, and we need it bad. I'm going to go buy his smithing too, so we have them. It's also a decent medium shield, but I like ours better. Garbage at 51. But yeah, so if you guys like anything here, astrologer set, astrologer staff. But for us, we're not worried about it. Alright, so from here, as always, we're going to go for our first map fragment. Now this map fragment is going to be surrounded by enemies. What you want to do with these guys is try to pull them away from your map. You won't be able to get to it. I mean, sometimes you can, but it's not dependable, you know. Like, you can try to run up, but it's not, like, gonna work every time. So pull them away, grab it, go northwest. And from here, we're kind of just going straight to a Sea Side of Grace, which should be right there. Right there. Go and grab that. Make sure you rest here so you like de-aggro all these enemies. So you kind of get off our ass. There we go. Rush forward. Grab another cookbook. That says craft. Freezing grease. Really nice actually. Alright. So now you're gonna see this little hut here. It's got a transporter, and we do need to take it. That's why we got that side of grease right there. But for now, just run left of it, grab your smithing. On the right, I mean. And we're just straight northwest heading. In fact, we're going to keep a straight northwest heading for pretty much the entirety of what we're doing. We have to go up to 2 islands. One's a side of grace for later. One is going to give us a dexterity knots here for our flask of Wonders Physic. So this will be our side of grace for later, much later. Low, I'd say episode about 13, I think it is. But still, it's gonna be nice. Now, here, still going northwest, we're gonna get to another island to get the dexterity knots here. Now, what I'm doing right now is just to get these items, because even with all my own, I'm so scared I'm gonna miss them later, you know, just because there's so much other stuff going on here that's much more important. But also, I want to state what we're doing now is going to be for faith builds. I am kind of going out of my way to get this for faith builds, because I did say for newer players at least, strength faith is a really, really good choice to help you get through the game. And we're going to get an incantation that does fire and blood loss build up, and it's really going to help people. First, get this gazebo, get 3 smithing 2s. Like I said, this is how we're going to be getting our weapons upgraded plus 10 right at the start, guys. They got, you really need smithing 12, 1s, 2s, and 3s. And as long as you have 2 4s, which we already do from Halen, you can get your weapon of plus 10 right at the start. So that's what we're doing. Now you're still going northwest, you're going to see the Church of Pros. Stick to the left. Left, right, doesn't really matter. I just typically go to the left. And we want to go to the very back side of this church. Even though I'm not doing a faith build, I still think that's best for newer players. So if anyone's taking my advice, I'm going to kind of do a little bit extra for them to help them out, because I'm thinking, okay, if someone's doing a faith build, they may be doing it because they took my suggestion. They may be new players, and they may need extra help. That's how I'm kind of looking at it, you know what I mean? But from there, we got everything we wanted. Let's jump back to Lascar Ruins. And I did mention, I don't know if I'm going to stick with, you know, Dex Egg or not, but I do know that I want to do something different. So, regardless, you know, playthrough's meant for every single build. I might go back to Faith later. I've just done Faith too many times. This is my favorite, for sure. But I just spent 62 hours playing with Faith. And I typically really do like intelligence builds. I've never beat the game with one. And that's strictly because towards the end I start getting bored. I'm like, I don't know. But, you know, spells just aren't really my thing. So, transporter trap's going to take you up here to this side of Grace. It's going to kind of go around. So as soon as you go down the bridge, hit a right. Now we're going to fight this one guy. Let you guys see how the, you know, the enemies in the second region hit. Like, I don't really think it's much worse than the first. They got more health, but they're not bad. You know, drop your armor, bitch. Nope. Now everybody's dropping the brass shield. Great. Blue, white, wooden shield. That's a small shield. Smaller shields give you better parry windows. So if you're trying to learn parries, keep that in mind. It's not going to have as much protection. Alright, so from here, after you take them out or run past them whatever it is. Go to the left, right where you see this cart guy. Don't fuck with him, you're not ready. Grab your Smith 3. Then we're just kind of going out, kind of straight southeast to this bridge. And you're going to run to the end, but you're not going to drop out the end. What you want to do is jump over to the left, make sure you hit that double jump, and just kind of work your way down. Good to go here, grab another golden seed. Should be getting up to 6. Oh, we're already at 6th class, so we're like 1 short of our 7th class. Okay. And get to reach the bridge, guys. We're kind of just going straight, straight east here for the most part. And this is going to take us on up to the other map fragment, 2 of the 3 we need, and also side of Grace. Just a good point for us. If you could run from here and get some smithing stones, and other sides of Grace, and other transporters, just a lot of stuff we need to do. Alright, from here, grab your map. And let's see if we're still short 1 golden seed. I promised you guys 7 class before we start. We're only at 6. So from here, now that we've made it to the area, I wonder if Rodriguez left the shack yet. I don't see her, her face on the map anymore. She should be gone. The golden seed should be there, getting us at 7th class. And there it is. So, another golden seed. Run to the side of Grace. Yeah, as promised, 7th class, right at the very start. Alright, so we got that done. Let's jump back over to Academy Gate Town. Let's go put markers on the stuff. So if you look real closely on the map, guys, you're going to see these circles. These are those little huts. You put one there. We already hit that one, I think. Yeah, because that's the side of Grace. Falling in the lake, we don't need that yet. So we already hit this one. So we want to just put one here and then put one there. So what we'll probably do is just take Academy Gate Town to this one, then maybe fast travel to the bridge, jump down and go to that. Would just be easier. I did forget to fast travel though. I might need to do that. But Academy Gate Town. I'm already 27 minutes in. Okay, it'll be alright. We'll get it. Alright, so it's gonna run for number 1. Now there's gonna be those crawfish or lobsters or whatever the hell they are right over here. So I would really suggest you try to keep your distance. These things can like shoot water at you that does a lot of damage. But there's 3 more, so smithing 3s. The area aggro, fuck yeah, we can't fast travel, can we? Now we don't need to go to Academy Gate Town. I was trying to fast travel before we were locked out of fast travel. I actually want to go to South Raya Lucaria Gate. Alright, so from here, you can go down to see these trees, and you're just going to kind of jump right here, wait, and double jump. You land on that, you can ride down, and you won't die. Now we could just, if you can't pull that off, guys, you can just run from the other side of Grace down here. I'm just trying to save you some time, Oh, this one wasn't even on the map. 3 more 2s. Now we can run for our other one. We'll be damn close. So we probably won't have enough stones to meet all of our upgrades. But there's a cave we could run into and just go grab like 3 were short or 2 were short, whatever it may be. Just gonna run on over here. Grab those. Oh no. How you deal with these guys. You want to just get a charge hit on their head. So yeah, if they want to act tough, that's kind of on them, you know what I mean? Alright, from here, let's jump back to Academy Gate Town. It's just, a good spot moving forward for us. What we want to do here is we're going to just line up with this bridge and take it up to the coast and get a side of Grace on this side. To have easier fast travel. And let's go and look at our inventory, see where stones look like. So 5 ones. Now the ones we won't get until next episode. So the ones, guys, I'm going to show this real quick. we're just worried about 2s and 3s, because when we actually start doing content, the first thing we're doing next episode is going from McGillick North right into this tunnel. We're going to get all the rest of the ones we need. So we're not worried about that. We're only worried about the 2s and 3s. So don't worry about that for now. I did want to bring it up, though. But we already have enough 2s. It's 17, and we only need 6 more 3s. So. And there's one more of those little huts, gazebos, whatever you want to call them, that we'll be able to get, I think, 3 more 3s at, so we don't have to worry about that. Run straight up the bridge. And this jump can kind of be tedious. I mean, get our stamina back. It's not like the worst, but it just feels really weird going up this last one. Like, I actually made it. Usually, like, you'll land like down here, like, oh, what the fuck, and you have to, like, you know, try to just hang on for dear life. Alright, so from here, we got that. We're circling back down to the lake. Be able to hit this little camp and get some silver pickled foul feet. It's going to boost item discovery. That's how you boost the chance of an enemy actually dropping something you may want. Now, if I can pull up the map, I can show you where we're going. Unfortunately, I can't. You guys remember what the huts look like on the map? That's kind of where we're headed. I just can't pull it up. Thank you. So that's the one we want to go for. Transporter. It's going to bring us all the way up to the top to get the last map fragment and save us a lot of time. But also there's one really tucked off here in the woods. You can't barely see it. But just put markers there. So I'm going for the 2 first. That's the one that was like tucked off in the woods. Just going to lead to us getting more smithing stones. We actually get our first bell bearing in this region too, basically by an infinite amount of smithing 1s and 2s. And I am going to state this right now. When it comes to upgrading weapons, you guys need to be really picky. The smithing stones for a while are going to be extremely rare. So whatever you upgrade and then you find something you want to use that you like better and you want to use, you're not going to be able to use it because you're not going to have the stones. You either get bell bearings or you find more stones laying around places. Or get drops from enemies that drop stones. So these first weapons we upgrade, just pick whatever you want. As far as regular upgrades go, and even sombers, I wouldn't go past stone 4. You start getting smithing 5s and somber 5s, those are really rare right now. 1 through 4s we could actually replace easy enough by the time I clear the Ernie and Caleb. But yeah, after that, you know, those later stones are going to slow down. So I want to give that heads up so someone doesn't do what I did my first time. An upgraded weapon you like now, and then get something you like much better and you can't do anything with it. It's not even worth using because it doesn't do enough damage. Alright, so that's going to be our last map fragment. Let's run southwest, maybe get a side of grace right over here. Alright. Now we can go this way. Be north now, and we're going to run into our blacksmith. But first we're going to run through the King's Realm ruins. I would just ignore everything and go for that wall. And you're like, the wall? Yes, the wall. Just jump at it. Ta-da! Visible wall. I love that. We're going to rest Diagro as always. Then go talk to E.G. E.G.'s cool as a fan. He's another temporary blacksmith we can use. Not our main one. That should be the round table hole. So exhaust his dialogue. He's also involved in side quests to do. You can get some upgrades here if you want. I'm not yet. He tells infinite amount of somber 1s and 2s, limited amounts of 3s and 4s, so 3 of each. But we know we're going to find them, so we're not worried about it. But was worth showing that off.
Something.
Please take care.
When I'm absorbed, if you come to I am, you don't know. Brave Tarnish, this territory once belonged. When the Rhea look after leveling Karian, I conjure that is why, unless you wish.
Blythe sent me. Trust me on this.
At any rate, I've some.
So now that you tell him about Blythe, you get the Karian Filigree crest. Lowers FP consumed by skills. So this is really good for melee builds and whoever else. You know, any skills are gonna have less mana cost now. So it's really nice. 5,000 worth every penny.
I've exhausted
And
whatever you...
we're gonna exhaust all this. But I want to say, guys, this is a walkthrough. We're speeding through dialogue, right? We're not doing cutscenes because there's just too much to cover. It's a 60, 70 hour long walkthrough. If this is your first playthrough, I highly advise, you know, this is on a YouTube video, guys. Pause it, go over the dialogue at your own time, go all the way through, and actually listen to it. There's a lot of just cool stuff that you're gonna see going on, you know what I mean? And here, so watch your cutscenes, go over all the dialogue. Just because I'm not, because this is like curated, I'm getting to the point, so we can do this and we can do that. But you guys should be going over the dialogue in your own time. You should be watching the cutscenes in your own time. So I do want to state that, because I know I'm not, because I've got a lot to cover. But anyways, just run north of this road, kind of zigzag. These won't hit you. If they do, just heal through it. Ooh, I just ran right in that one. She's getting better. Alright, what we're doing here, we're just going to run straight on the back. Grab the side of Grace. Guess we try to de-aggro her too. I will always, for the most part, almost always rest at sites where Grace has to find them. If anyone's wondering, you know, just make it happen. Refill your heals, refill your mana, and everything else. But yeah, so from here, let's pull this up. So when we talk to Evie, you bitch. Oh, nah, I can't even pull up the map. Anyways, so when we took our transporter down here, guys, right here, in case anyone just got mixed up anywhere, took the transporter here from Academy Gate Time, right? That threw us up here. We got the map right here. We got Side of Grace. Went in here, talked to EG. All we did is run straight up, and now we're just going right on over to this lake, which we all have the map for. And then we're gonna cross this little down pillar, down rock. So I did want to show that because, like I said, these first episodes are gonna go quick. We have a lot to cover, and of course, this is the last one. So next episode, we'll be doing content, and everything's going to slow way, way, way down. So this is going to be an invisible scarab. That ain't the way I want to do it anyway. So this is what I like to do. I like to get right here, between this rock and the little woods, and just kind of wait on them, right? I'll eventually come around. He's a big one. So he's not too hard to hit. My weapon doesn't have any reach. I hope I get him first try, but it might take a couple. AoE's going to do real great here. Yeah, so. Ash of War, Hoarfrost Stomp, that's going to be for strength builds and intelligence builds, as strength and intelligence both scale with the frostbite stuff. So, like I said, we're going to cross this little down pillar right here. As soon as you get all the way across, take a right, go on up. Where are we at on time? 30. Okay. We got another merchant. I don't really care for what he has, but we're still gonna show it. So this bone great arrow, fletch, bone ballista bolt. The shield we started with, shield confessor start with, I believe. Ruin arcs, which haven't came into play yet, and then you bewitching branch. Pierce a foe using FP to turn them into a temporary ally. Kind of turn enemies against each other with that if you want to do like a really creative type playstyle, I guess. Alright, so it's going to lead us up to Bellum Church. Grab a Side of Grace, turn around. Get another golden, or not golden seed, but sacred tear. They're all golden seeds after a while, guys. Give me a break, you know what I mean? I've done this so much, it's all just like meshing together. So we're gonna have that first class. Alright, so from here, I know there's like so much to do, so much going on. But, you know, we're all gonna be grateful for it when we start next episode, then everything just feels easy for a while. And to be completely honest, this playthrough, this walkthrough is gonna be so smooth until the end. That's, to be honest, when we get towards the end, that's when it's going to start being less smooth and more challenging, and you know, the navigation's going to get trickier. I mean, I obviously have detailed notes where we find. I'm just saying, like, for the most part, I'm doing it in a way that we're going to be really strong in every place we go. There's going to be challenging parts here and there, but for the majority of progression, it's not going to be bad. We're going to make sure we're at least on level for what the stuff we're doing. We're never going to be under level. And honestly, if you just like do all the content, right? Like you clear this whole region, then do this whole region, then do this whole region, like you should, because this is all the lower stuff. Then it kind of goes up a mountain, and there's more mountains and all this stuff up here, more territories. But so you're supposed to clear all this stuff out. But then you also have some underground regions. By the time you do that and you get to Altus, you're already going to be overpowered. And it's not like you're trying to be. It's just kind of how it works when you do all the content. So for the first 60, 70% of this game is going to be extremely smooth, and we're just going to be in a really good spot. So east, right after the Carvey Gate, you're just going to kind of go towards this cliff and work your way down. You can see the Spirit Spring. I know it's there, so I'm not worried about looking for it. Now on the map, this is where we're going, this tunnel. We're like 3 stones short, so we're just going to run in here really quickly and grab them. Now when we went around for weapons for everybody, you know, we did get weapons for everybody, but there isn't any like intelligence weapons just yet for melee builds, and we're going to get to it. In fact, I also forgot to pick up a strength weapon, so we need to go do that. Although there's a strength weapon in next episode right at the start, so you know, we'll be okay. And you can use Bloodhound's Fang for strength. You know, still get strength scaling. It's a great sword, so. Every weapon we're starting with, this isn't stuff you're going to use the whole game, guys. This is starter stuff. So we should all be in a good position. And next episode, we'll be going over all the weapons for all the classes, all the choices, spells, incantations, everything for every class. And if I feel like, you know, I could have got a 1 or 2 classes better items, we'll run and get something real quick. It's not a big deal. But I meant to go grab the great sword for strength builds. So I'm going to try to just do this real quick so we can fit it in. All we need here is the stones. Don't worry about nothing else. 17, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we only need 3 stones here, guys. And these guys aren't bad. So if you use a weapon like mine that uses blood damage, you're actually quite close to it. Keep in mind, I don't have any upgrades. If I were to come here and do a charge heavy, look at that. So, and here, you go ahead and get a somber, what's that, 3, now the 2. Then you see this little mantle. You want to jump behind here, get the somber 3. So now we have all somber stones, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a somber weapon of +5 as promised. Now, I wouldn't worry about fighting none of this shit here. A little above our pay grade, although we'd be fine with this health. You know, if we just had a couple upgrades, just strong weapons, we'd be okay. But still, I wouldn't really worry about it. Like, if you have this weapon, since they're weak to blunt damage, it's not so bad. But we're not exactly trying to clear this place. We're just getting the stones and getting gone. Some of them really want you to fight. Alright. Now it's time for some trick jumps. So, we don't have to do this part, but might as well. So we come back here later, we won't have to do it then. So these are just little, small, short jumps, guys. Hit right there. Hit right there. Just be real careful. Real short jumps. Now stop. You have 2 options to get here. You can't just walk and jump, you're gonna die. So you can try to run off this little beam here, or you can jump in midair, hit the run button, hold it. So when you land, you're holding down run, then you'll take off in a running stance. So jump, hit run, land, take off, run. So that's one way to do it. The other way is to kind of use that little beam there. And I've done it before, but it's not as safe. You know what I mean? Another somber 3. So we're going to need 2 more. I know exactly where to go. So heal up here. These miners aren't even that big of a deal. However, the part we're about to go through, there's a few of them that are going to be spamming glintstone pebbles at you. Like a consumable, they smash and it shoots off like 6 glintstones. It's going to melt your health. So just make sure you're full health. It's just pretty much a suicide run. You're just going to run all the way past these guys. You can get him down. Yeah, he's about to go for it. You don't want to deal with that. So you got one of your Smithy 3s right here. The other's right here. And now we're done. But I do have 5,000 rings left. If we do lose all our runes, guys, it literally doesn't matter at all because we haven't actually started doing content yet. So if you lose some, I wouldn't worry about it. But of course, I'm gonna try not to. Alright, there's more stuff to get here, but like I mentioned, we're not doing this yet, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and run back to the start. Take the elevator, because in these, so when you do dungeons and tunnels and catacombs and it doesn't matter what it is, until you kill the final boss of that area, you cannot fast travel out of it. Like right now, look the map, you see the cross, you can't, cannot travel to a side of grace in this location, and that's gonna go away after you kill the boss. So you can kind of just come and go as you please at that point, but fortunately, you can't do that now. So I'm gonna run back to the elevator, and we're done here. We're done. We got everything we needed. We got, we're prepared for our good start completely. 7 healing flasks. We got plenty of sacred tears, so our flask will heal us completely with 1 flask. We have pretty much starting weapons for every class. We have all the smithing stones we need for upgrades, spells, fire ash of war, ice ash of war. I mean, we got fucking everything you could think of that you would need at the start of the game. You know what I mean? But I do want to get a strength weapon before we forget. So let's go ahead over to Aeonia, or yeah, I'll see how Aeonia Swamp Shore. I'm gonna see if that puts us close enough to the main road. Because honestly, like I said, there's nothing for Arcane yet. I'm gonna try to go to Altus to get you guys at least a rapier with blood loss for now. But all in all, it's gonna probably be a while, just regular progression. So Dex Arcane, Strength Arcane, I can't do nothing for you. In fact, Strength Arcane, there's only 2 weapons in the game. Technically only 1 to the very end. So that's just a really hard class to choose. You know what I mean? There's just no options for you guys, unfortunately. We're just going to the main road, going northeast. We're going to take this all the way up. And we'll be able to pop that carriage open with a really big colossal sword. But I just want to talk about this. So Bloodhound Spank, that's quality, and also Dex. We have Mage Staff for you guys and a spell. We have incantations and other faith weapons for you guys. So that's faith, that's intelligence, that's quality, Dex, and we're getting a strength weapon now, and that's all we can really get at this point in time. Now, anytime I feel like we're at a good enough level, or if we can like run in a cave or take out this one person, get a better weapon for a 1 class here, 1 class there, we'll do it, But like that Death Bird I wanted to take out for Death Folk, we're not in the spot to do that yet. You know what I mean? As soon as I feel like we have enough health and we have enough upgrades, well, we'll already have the upgrades next episode, but as soon as I feel like we have enough health, we can go ahead and go for that, help some Dex builds out, since they got more of a shared weapon, like, because Bloodhound Strength's more of a quality weapon, which is good with Dex, but we didn't actually go for like a Dex, really good weapon. So we'll do that as soon as I feel like we're in a good enough position to do it, and have a good enough tactics to no one struggles, right? I mean, we can just wait to Caelid till we come here, but, Alright, so when you get here, as you guys see where we're at, Caelid Ruins, we came from here, main road, Smoldering Wall, and went up here. So, there's your carriage. Usually, when I get here, I can crouch. There's also a scarab over there with a fire incantation in it, but I don't know if y'all are ready for the dogs. But now you should be able to jump right up here, and we're sneaking past. So you got the great sword. This is a colossal great sword, guys. Colossal weapon. So this is definitely strength builds. And this is meant to be used with 2 hands. This is not like, hey, let me have a shield. You could, but it looks like you can't handle your own weapon. You know what I mean? Yes, this is definitely a very much. Oh, you fucking bastard. Oh, we're not. Like I said, guys, we're not ready to fight these fuckers yet. Let's change it back to gonna. That's not a weapon. I'm not losing my 6,000 runes on his ass. explain me if you don't know how, but yeah, guys, a couple guard counters, a couple charge attacks, you get the critical on them, it's over. You know what I mean? Not an issue. Any Hoosers, we're going to jump on over here to a Gill Lake North and get ready for our next episode where we will finally start doing some content around here. We've just spent 3 hours getting ready. 3 hours. Just getting ready for our walkthrough. But it's going to be really nice. So, moving forward, this is how it's going to work out. Next episode. First thing we're doing is this tunnel. Then we're going to jump on over to the round table hold, go over which upgrades are best for which class. We're all going to get it to at least level 10 weapon for now. I'd save the Somber Stones if you don't want to use Bloodhound's Fang, as it's the only Somber weapon at this point besides the Scythe. But, you know, if you like those, use them. You got a quality build, Bloodhound's Fang is the best weapon you're probably going to have in the game. I would definitely upgrade that. But everyone else, just get a basic weapon to plus 10. Let's get through this shit until we find better options. But yeah, so our move, tunnel, round table hold, go over upgrades. Then we're going to portion this out. You know, one episode, lower limb grave. Another episode, we'll do all the center limb grave. And one episode, we'll do the top. Then we'll wrap up all the bosses and move down. So that's, you know, our progression path moving forward. Either way, we are going to wrap up here. As always, I greatly appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you for supporting the channel and going through the walkthrough. Hope you're having a good time, and most importantly, I hope it has been helpful. But either way, we will see y'all back here next time.